So I hope you're still hanging with us because we left you on a pretty major cliffhanger. Jamie, you got a lot of exciting things in the works happening with the Players to Knock and more. So what can you tease to us and what can we look forward to?
Well, and I guess, yeah, this is like an Upper Michigan Today exclusive.
We love an exclusive. We love a
scoop.
reveal.
All
Okay,
right.
the big scoop.
Yeah, one of the things that I do with the state organizations, I'm also a part of I serve on the board for the American Association of Community Theater. And every 2 years we do what's called Act Fest. And it's just like it sounds. It's a festival for acting, and we bring shows and condensed shows, about 60 minutes. You'll need to do some cutting or be very careful. And that brings theaters together from all over the place. Every single state in the United States has a state theater organization. And about 5 or 6 states are grouped into various regions, as well as a region in Europe that all are part of the American Association of Community Theater. So we're going to steal their methodology here in the UP, and Players to Knock is excited to announce today that we are going to host the very first ever UP Theater Festival. It'll be the 3rd weekend of May of 2026. So we want theaters to put this on their calendar. We're going to host a festival, festival style, have national adjudicators come in and adjudicate the performances, which is a very constructive, welcoming way of getting some feedback professionally on your performance, understanding where your strengths are and how to take those strengths and adapt them to other opportunities, other areas that you might be able to improve. Festivals are a great opportunity to connect artists from across the UP, and I want to do that.
Yeah.
From east to west, north to south.
Networking is so important in the arts community. So many of the acts that I get, say at Peter White or other places that I work, it's through connections, like me connecting with you and saying, oh, I've got a great piano player coming up in Escanaba. And I was like, I got a great piano, send him my way, you know, that kind of thing.
Exactly, but you know, in the face of the nation at the moment, a lot of things are under fire, and funding for the arts is certainly one of those things. And theaters now, more than ever, will need to be connected and sharing resources to hope to survive as well as thrive into the future. And that is really the key motivation behind holding this festival.
Well, this Act Fest that's coming up in 2026 sounds like a really great way to share those resources, make those connections, make stage acting accessible to somebody that's, you know, never gone to see a stage play or a musical. So that's something, if you're a theater organization or an actor, maybe just be on the lookout. What should those theater organizations be doing at this point in time to prepare for 13 months down the road?
Yes, so fantastic. So they can send an email out of just interest. Right now it's a save the date to uptheaterfest@gmail.com. It's UPTHEATER
okay.
FEST@gmail.com. And you can let us know that you're interested. We'll send you a registration packet and information, a little bit more details. We'd like to accommodate as many possible theaters as we can. Also encouraging groups, say like NMU, or maybe even a high school theater that wants to put a small performance together and travel with that. To take some of the hurdles away from a festival like this, I'll be building a universal set. So there'll be a series of boxes, chairs, tables, doors, all available for your theater company to use. And when we send out those registration packets, it's going to have specific measurements and details so you can practice with a similar item at your theater, and then you don't have to travel with anything large, anything cumbersome, incur any expenses like getting a trailer to move scenery pieces to Escanaba. Hop in the car, come on down and participate in the festival. We'll have training opportunities and some workshops available as well.
What a fantastic effort that you're doing. That sounds super cool.
I'm hoping so, and you know what? If I ever find myself with 5 minutes of spare time, I usually fill it with about 200 hours of work.
Well,
I was going to say, you sound like any artist that I know. So.
I was going to say, it's people like you that are vital to communities and keeping arts alive, all that extra work, because without it, it would be dying off.
It's a
quite
team.
frankly.
It's a team, and I never do anything alone because there is a reason we call it community theater.
Well,
We
it's
have
community.
A beautiful team of artists in Escanaba and Players Knock, and some of the hardest working individuals with the biggest hearts I've ever known in my life.
And that's what theater is all about. I think that's a good note to leave this on. We're going to take a commercial break. We have our final segment of Upper Michigan Today when we come back.